Healthy active parents were first. Such a long, long time ago, I know. I'm finally back. I know, whoop-de-doo, right? I'm kidding, I know you're glad I'm back. I couldn't find anything else good to watch either. Pull up a hot cup if you got one. It's time to ponder. I hope you're ready, friendo, because I'm probably not. Cheers to you. What's this guy's problem? I think he's got beef. Is it a bull? I don't see any horns. That mean-mugging's getting me heated. Oh, look, a donkey. You better talk to your boy before they find him organless next to a crop circle. All right, stop threatening the animals. And let's enjoy some precious metal. And some not-so-precious metals. It's weird, but the not-so-precious metals kind of get me more excited these days. Nickels and pre-1982 pennies, they're just an instant win. Hey. Do you ever hit this Google Lens button? It's great for identifying foreign coins. And more specifically today, foreign silver coins. It's especially awesome when there's little to no English on the obverse or reverse. I got a bunch of foreign silver coins for spot years ago at the NSLCS, not so local coin shop. I'm gonna enhance this search with NGC. The coin shop seemed very pleased that I was willing to buy the foreign coins. They had a giant plastic tote full, and they were willing to sell me them all. And I was looking forward to purchasing them. You know, bit by bit. But the genius I am, I showed him how to use the Google Lens, and all of a sudden, he didn't want to sell them anymore. That's okay. This goose has unlimited golden eggs. There's always another trade. Another opportunity. I didn't quite pick the right one. This says 1/4, and this one says 1/10. It also says Netherlands Indie. I didn't know what that meant. Apparently, it means the Netherlands. So I've identified the right country, just not the right denomination. Oh, here we go. 1/4. I enhanced the Google Lens search with NGC so I can get some good information. I'm looking for ASW, actual silver weight. We'll also find out the fineness or purity of silver as well. All right, I think we found it. Not a bad looking piece of fractional silver. It's got some flavor to it. So what's this scribble scrabble on the reverse? It says it's Javanese, not Japanese, Javanese and Malayan text. So Javanese is Indonesia and Malayan is Malaysia. Okay, so it's silver, 72% silver, 0.0736 troy ounces, less than 1/10 of a troy ounce. It's a little bigger than a silver dime, but has about the same melt value, a little over $2. Nice. Look at this thing. Now, if I had a sponsor, this is the kind of sponsor I'd want. I didn't know they had such devices for the home. It's got headlights. You hit this little button, it sprays some solution on the floor. You probably can't see it. Relax, we'll get back to the silver in a second. You know what? Hit that like button if you would. I'm just tidying up my parents' place a bit. I guess they're doing all right with such fine devices. I got some fresh eggs from the neighbor. I'm cooking up some scrapple. I haven't had it in a while. Some people say it's disgusting because of all the pig parts they use, and then they proceed to eat sausages and hot dogs. Tell me how that makes sense. My mom said I could have this change. I will extract the valuable pennies and nickels and leave the rest. I'll accept some free money, but I don't want any free filthy fiat. No thank you. I'm kidding. I got nothing against free cash, but I'm down here to add, not to subtract from what they got. I'm getting ready to head out of here, so I restocked everything that I was munching on or drinking on while I was here for the most part. Because I'm an adult. That's right. Don't tell me how to drive. So not a whole lot of pre-1982 pennies, but I'll take them and extract these back to the north like some carpetbagger. I don't even think it's 50 cents. Maybe $4 of nickels. I'm happy with this little pouch. This is how I copper. It's ridiculous how much I enjoy this. Look at this thing blocking the garage door. If I got bit by this, I'd probably be angry. Maybe go somewhere and start ordering shots of tequila. And be a villain, like the opposite of Spider-Man. I bought an espresso. Sue me, I'm on vacation. Don't stop and talk to me. Don't stop. Oh, they're stopping and talking to me. I'm kidding. I don't mind. I did a little cooking while I was in Virginia. I think I did a pretty good job. A little bacon, cabbage, onion, and tomatoes to go alongside our friend we met in the beginning of the video. What do you think? Did I cook it pretty nice, though? I think I've gotten pretty good at this. Something that's becoming a tradition. Hot peppers from the neighbor on fried potatoes and onions that I usually have with breakfast. Good times. I had to put them in the video. All right, back to Pennsyltucky. I know my sound effects are terrible. I got such a low budget. I'm taking the Bay Bridge Tunnel back north. Call me crazy. I just don't trust the bridges in Baltimore. Or maybe I just don't trust the incoming boats. All right, we're kind of back in the present right now, unless you're watching this many years later. Because everyone knows Thousandaire radio videos are timeless and fun to watch while I'm being lazy and not releasing new ones. I'm out today buying dimes, a silver dollar, and yeah, picking up 200 ounces for someone. I'm not profiting from the transaction, unless you count getting more clout as a buyer. And although I'm not making any filthy fiat today, I guess you could still call it a sale. You know how it is. I'm growing my wealthy community. These people, they've been buying gold. They buy stocks, crypto, real estate, CDs. I guess they just think silver's kind of low right now, so it's a good place to put some cash. In their opinion, they could be wrong, they could be right. What do you think? I'd like to hear that in the comments below or read it. Anyhow, they wanted me to get 100 ounces in 10-ounce bars, and they wanted buffalo rounds. So I got them 5 tubes of buffalo rounds for less than $1 over spot. You gotta love the LCS. Oh, I got some good news. You might care. I got my first paycheck from YouTube. It only took 9 years. So far, it's a little over $100 a year minus taxes. To be fair, really, I earned that in the last 9 months. Also, to be fair, the first month, I got paid a penny. So yeah, we got some exponential growth. For how long? Who knows? And even though I'm still working for sweatshop wages, I would like to sincerely thank you, friendo, for your support. Hitting like buttons, writing letters, etc. A Thousandaire event may be closer than we think. So, ultimately, as video cash go up, daytime job hours go down. Then, me make more videos. The past couple weeks, I had some I's to dot and some T's to cross. I actually didn't care about getting paid so much until I started this Mercury dime challenge. I've been working on my eBay store, filling out tax forms for Google or YouTube, robbing little old ladies. I'm just kidding about the first one. I wasn't actually working on my eBay store. Yeah, I don't think it's scalable in a short period of time. At least not flipping graded comic books. Right now, I'm just buying comic books. I don't really plan on selling them, but I have been selling them and at quite a bit of a markup. Oh, these aren't comics, by the way. These are 1-ounce silver stretched out to a thin foil and has original artwork from the Marvel Archives printed on them. If this was actually an Incredible Hulk 1 and a CGC 9.8, it would be over $1 million. Or more, because I don't think one even exists. So I got a lot of things done. I got cash coming in. We should be back on schedule, and then some. I got a stack of comic book stuff to unbox, so for those of you looking forward to that, it's coming. This is less than half of a reading nook area I'm setting up with UV cases. I hope you like Mercury dimes, because there's going to be a lot of Mercury dimes in the coming weeks. I'm beginning to think my NSLCS, not so local coin shop, isn't going to be able to keep up with my demand. So I guess I'll be venturing to other shops and possibly even looking for online sources. I'm going to get that 1-to-1 subscriber Mercury dime ratio. It just dawned on me, if I make more videos to get more cash to buy more dimes, the new videos are going to get people to subscribe, so I'm going to need even more dimes. I'm not complaining. These are good problems. If you're new here and you're just like wondering what's going on, I'm kind of speaking to the regulars today. I'm just slowly accumulating, hopefully to the point it becomes cumulative. How is that even possible, you may think? It's simple. If you keep doing something, you get better at it. And like begets like. It's a little law of attraction-y with a lot of elbow grease. So it won't be long till I have 5K subscribers. I got 865 mercs here. I just bought 50 today, so I have 915. But I suspect that number will go up when I open some of these letters here in a moment. So very close to 1,000 mercs. This jar will overfloweth. If you're still here, hit that like button. Maybe subscribe and stick around if you have not already. I'm not going to tell you the world's ending and you need to buy silver and then plug a bullion dealer. Not going to happen here. It's not going to happen here ever. Well, I guess I should start wrapping this video up, post it, and quickly start working on the next one. Next episode, I'll be consolidating the dimes. I'll also be ceremoniously adding pen pal additions to those stacks. Yeah, it's wild. People are sending me free silver. You'll see. Plus, I'll have a new count, a tally, and we'll also figure out the deficit, which will likely start growing wildly again once I post this video. I would encourage you to write me and leave me your information so that you can get on the mailing list. I'll read your letters on the video, and I won't tell people who you are, and all the information is handwritten into a book. And you don't have to send me free stuff. You can just write the letter. No pressure. I'm not making any promises yet, but you'll likely be glad that you're on the mailing list once you are. Join the pen pals. You can now write me at The Thousandaire Collector, 1700 Sullivan Trail, Suite 7, Box 111, Easton, Pennsylvania, 18040. Don't forget to include your info so I can put you on my mailing list. I'm back in East Pennsylvania from vacation. I got a bit of a backlog here. The mailbox had quite a bit of letters. I'm both surprised and not surprised. This one's out of Silver Lake, Ohio. Keep making the videos and I'll keep watching. Your channel outshines the rest. BF. Thanks for the encouragement. I actually need it right now. I lost Big Mo. At least that's how he's referred to in the free audiobook, The Compound Effect. You can listen to it on YouTube. I just checked. It's still there. But it's actually worth buying if it's not free. Yeah, so Big Mo is momentum, which is much easier to maintain than it is to reestablish. What up, Thousandaire? Some more mercs for your work. Another ounce you can bounce. Signed, Ben Franklin. All right, let's see what he sent. I got the feeling right off the bat this is 14 mercs, which makes up a troy ounce of silver. Ben, I gotta say, cutting the seal on this CD case was aesthetically pleasing. It takes me back when I used to fight for my right to party. And these see-through pouches of Merc Dime clusters definitely gives me the tinglies. This is quite a pleasant surprise. Thank you so much. I can't wait to ceremoniously add these to the large jar of Mercury dimes. It's gonna be a grind, but I will get that 1-to-1 Merc subscriber ratio one day. Cheers to you, Ben. That was a tasty beverage. I just got these hundies from a friend for some singles. I figured I'd just set them down here to make the video interesting. I didn't know I was gonna get a letter from Ben Franklin. Funny how things work out sometimes. Here's a letter from Alabama. I had a good friend from Alabama. You just can't ask for a better drinking buddy. All right, let's see what we got here. Surprise, another Merc, and a rather nice looking one at that. A very fine Mercury dime from a friendo in Gadsden, Alabama. Let's see what he has to say. I'm not in the studio, so I'm doing this the old-fashioned way, single-handedly. It reads, "Thank you, longtime fan and proud firster. Please keep what you're doing, and maybe even add a channel subscriber in your collection. I almost bought 2.5 dimes since I asked you to split your channel. Ben Franklin said it's easier to build 2 chimneys than to keep one in fuel. We'll see if I can free up some of my time. A fine dime from a first-class Thousandaire. Thank you so much." Ooh, that's hot. All right, let's check out another letter. Rochester, New York. Oh, look, they penciled over a Mercury dime. Let's see what they got to say. Hi, friendo. Trying to save and stack. Thanks for the inspiration. Almost sober, so not spending a lot to cope. I had a hard time choosing which dime to send. Keep up the good work. Regards, Dan, M5V2R. P.S. NGL. I am jealous. You are too prolific to catch up, so I'll be discontent with my pace. I could fall off. I almost did last year. It may sound hokey, but just keep competing with the Dan of yesterday. And I think you'll be surprised how your pace turns out. I assume there was a dime in here, but it did not make the journey. I thank you anyway, and will add one to the stack ceremoniously on your behalf. And I'll be writing you in personally on my mailing list. I wish you good fortune and health, Dan. And if you can pull off that sobriety, that'll be the foundation for many good things, I bet. Thanks again, and cheers to you. Here's one from North Baltimore, Ohio. I didn't know there was more than one Baltimore. That makes me a bit uneasy. If you've been to Baltimore, Maryland, you'd probably think one is enough. I don't care if it's offensive, it's true. I hope your Baltimore is much better. I've never been to Ohio, but I have family from there. They don't say Cincinnati, they say Cincinnati. A little something for your stack. Keep up the great work. A Merc and an Ike. Thank you so much. It may sound silly, but I had a dream I transferred some of my filthy fiat into more Ikes. An Ike is still a filthy promise, but less filthy than the paper notes. I think it's like 3/4 of an ounce of copper, and I only pay face for them when I come across them. I gotta keep some cash around anyway, so no harm, no foul. I really appreciate these letters. It's an ego boost. If you're watching this thinking, man, I would like it if somebody wrote me a letter and sent me some free stuff, well, start a channel. I'm just a workaholic with an iPhone 11. Trust me, if I can do this, you can do this. Thanks again, Scott, and I appreciate the encouragement. I think this is the second Ike I've gotten through the mail. I may even have to start ceremoniously dropping people's gifted Ikes into my Ike pile, which is about $200 right now. It may make you cringe, friendo, but I think I feel a copper video coming on. I want to look at that new fish that I got from Fish. All right, here's one out of Euless, Texas.
Euless.
I just looked up how to pronounce it.
Euless.
All right, that's enough. I got it. She talks too much.
Euless.
See what I mean? Is it bad that when I hear about Texas nowadays, I immediately think of Young Sheldon? I watched that on vacation last year. Anyhow, Skate Dad writes, "Hello from Texas. Thank you for all your videos. Always look forward to your next one. Included a barber dime for your jar. And 9 Mercuries. 1 for my sub, and 8 more for other subs who have not sent one in. This is a small thank you. Keep up all the great videos. P.S. Enjoy the comic books also." I'm glad you said that. I do want to talk about comic books a bit more. Ooh, I just felt. There we go. Not so easy to do this single-handedly. Remember, if you're thinking about sending a letter in, it's not necessary to send me treasures. That being said, I'm not going to pretend that I don't like it. Who in their right mind would not like opening a letter and seeing Mercury dimes pour out? Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to be that guy. And any success that this channel may bring me, I'm not going to hide it. From you, that is. I'll even let you know when I get my first check from Google how much it is and how long it took me to get it. All right, you already know what I'm sifting for. Here it is. I don't really have an official plan for accumulating these barbers. I just can't leave them in the dime bin when I'm sifting through it if they're going to charge me the junk price. Thanks again, Skate Dad. This is really awesome. I really need to get my stationery set up for outgoing stuff. Right now, I'm looking for interesting stamps. I don't want to make any promises to anyone, but the gears are turning. It seems like I always have more to do than I have time. If I zoom out and look at the big picture of my schedule, it gives me anxiety. Oh my, here's one from Iowa. Hoarding, Iowa. You know, I'm starting to think Iowa may be a nice place because I don't really know anyone from Iowa. And I imagine people don't usually leave nice places. This one reads, "Here are my dues to your channel, LOL. 1 for me and 1 for another friendo. I love your content. Keep it up." Their YouTube handle is ECFTOGGS. Sounds like we got 2 more dimes. Wow, thanks. Let me set my phone down so I can cut this. And just like that, it's cut. This is awesome. I came back from my vacation with a full post office box. Letters full of Mercury dimes. You're getting me motivated to go make a large purchase of them again. Anyhow, thanks again, friendo. Cheers to you. I remember in the late 90s, you could get 100 gallons of gas for one of these. One of these Littlehead Franklin 100s. All right, here's one from Pine River, Minnesota. All right, again with the one hand. Let me set this down so I can open this. All right, some stars, some stripes. Very nice. Who doesn't enjoy the flag of the greatest civilization the world has ever known? All right, we almost got it. Here we go. Oh, there's a bit of the shiny stuff in there. Much better than the bubble gum in the pack of Topps baseball cards. The letter reads, "Hello, friendo. This is your on-the-spot reporter, Silver Buck Stacker, reporting from the Lakelands of Minnesota." I like the sound of that. It makes me feel like some kind of central intelligence. I immediately wonder if I could get one of these on-the-spot reporters from each state. Take it easy, Genghis Khan. Continue reading. All right, I'll continue. "Enclosed is a Washington quarter. I foresee you owning a ton of silver someday. You must keep a ton of silver clean and shiny, but it will be difficult for you to Washington of silver." I think I see what you did there. Ooh. "Have you ever heard the call of the kookaburra bird from Australia? Either way, it's a cool 1-ounce silver coin. Cheerio, Silver Buck Stacker." I've never seen a kookaburra live, but I did look them up on YouTube after watching some Mativation videos. He's becoming the authority on Australian coins and medallions pretty quickly. 378 subs. Wow, powerhouse. The guy's growing fast. It's not easy to start off. No one's really listening when you first start. If you see him in the comments, click on him and go to his channel. A silver quarter from Silver Bucks. Thank you so much. This will be a great reminder for washing ton of silver one day. I'm sorry, he's got me doing it now. Cheers to you, Silver Buck Stacker. All right, it looks like I made it through this backlog. If you have not seen your letter or parcel, it's coming. It'll be in the next video, and hopefully soon. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you didn't, maybe just give me a pity like. It's gonna get much better. I can feel it coming back to me. I've been intermittent fasting and eating just protein for like 9 days now. That usually ups my energy and my cognitive ability. It also makes my hands look thinner on camera. All right, that's it. That is it. Thousand Air Radio, Wicked Shout. Oh man, my new priorities have compromised the quality of my silver dollar purchases. And I can see Centenario 6 on the horizon. Oof, that's gonna hurt purchasing that. Maybe, I don't know. What do I know? All right, I'm out of here. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.